Come with me for a regular day working on a ranch.
So I check waters first, always make sure they're good and filled. Then we go on to mineral. It's pretty cold here in Oklahoma, so our longhorn buddies are getting a good sunbathe. Then I move on to making feed for the horses, getting them all set up. I work at a boarding facility, so we've got several horses that all have their own regimen. Putting some alfalfa out for our sweet lynx boy, and then taking the rest over to our JJ girl. She is pregnant right now. Then we move on to feed. Always feed everyone separately. Lynx loves his feed and he is not super patient with it, so I always dump it and let him get a bite first before I try to put his oil in. Then I move on to Miss Pistol. I soaked her feed. She's very impatient. And then Cupcake gets just a tiny bit, just to keep her happy. We have ranch cats, so I check them as well. And then move on to chicken feed. We ferment our feed, and it is a pain in the butt to get out. So if you're going to ferment, make sure you have a good scoop. Then I go ahead and move on to checking more waters, always checking floats, and then feeding the chickens. This girl, I don't know what she was doing, but go ahead and dump them. They get pretty crazy when it comes to feed. Check their flock block and go and check for eggs. It's cold right now, so they haven't been laying as much. So when they do that, I go ahead and give it to them for the extra calcium and protein. I do lots of walking. And right now we are revamping the entire facility. So I work on a little bit of organization every single day, 5 to 10 minutes of it. Right now I'm working in the med room and trying to just go through and organize every single thing and throwing a bunch of stuff away. Eventually, once I get this room done, I will go back and start labeling and make it just very clear for any boarders that come in or anyone who is using the facility. They see where everything is, make sure we have a first aid kit ready, and we also take care of Longhorns and Angus, so I have to have all of their stuff constantly organized and ready to go.
And sometimes we just sit and wait because it's supposed to get really cold tonight, so I want to make sure everything is filled up and ready for the cold weather.